Koepii Studio. Hi, my name is Kai Chalmers, and you're tuning in to Koepii Studio, where we interview and talk to interesting artists from around Malaysia and the surrounding region. I'm joined today by the awesome, very talented Tasneem Bolhassan, a very highly sought-after bassist, musician, and upcoming singer-songwriter. Tasneem, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Kai.
No worries. By the way, really liking your outfits, giving very strong Powerpuff Girl vibes.
Thank you. I just thought it would like brighten up the place.
Definitely. Which Powerpuff Girl are you?
Oh God, I think I'm Bubbles.
You're Bubbles?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can see it. Sweet. Before we launch into the lore that is Tasneem, just want to ask, how do you like your coffee?
I like it with milk and sugar. So basically, I'm a latte girl.
Fair enough. We have a segment where we just ask all our artists or people who come in, how do you like your coffee? And we're going to get a little board eventually. We're just going to tally all the scores and see who wins, which team wins. But yeah, I'm curious. How did you get into music? How did it all start for you?
I think it's like kind of cliche to say it's because of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially my dad. He loves music, especially music from like the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, so I basically grew up with 80s music.
Okay.
But I'm a 90s baby.
Yes.
Yeah. So he kind of like exposed me to all of the Aha, Duran Duran.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that was like my vibe.
Nice.
And then he said that when I was born, I think when I was like 3 to 5 years old, I was kind of like binging a lot of Spice Girls and Aqua. So like 90s music.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
that was like my jam. I like watched their documentaries and everything.
Oh, wow. As a
Yeah.
kid, you watched all their
As a kid,
documentaries.
I don't understand anything, but
Spice Girl.
Spice Girls. Yes, Baby Spice. That's me. Yeah.
Okay. So you come from, what, is it Sarawak?
Yes.
You're from Sarawak.
I'm
right?
from Kuching, Sarawak.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you were a wee little girl, did it all start from being a bassist, or was there something else in the music instrument sort of world that you were interested in?
So actually, I wanted to be a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was so influenced by like Disney and like pop stars,
Right.
like Western pop stars. So that's like kind of what I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I did take a diploma in music, and my major was actually vocals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you do your major?
It was in Kuching,
Okay.
and I actually studied classical voice.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't pop at all.
Soprano, alto.
I was a soprano, but I think as I grew older, I kind of like went into a mezzo-soprano-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I haven't been practicing my classical for so long, so I think that flower is just not budding anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what led you to playing the bass?
So during my time when I was in taking diploma in music, I wasn't really given a lot of like opportunities to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had like quite a lot of singers at that time. Yeah, and
competition.
I was also a guitarist, and there was
Oh.
just way too many like better guitarists than moi.
Okay.
So there was one fine day I was actually gonna pick up drums.
Okay.
Yeah, and my dad actually found like a secondhand drum set for 800 ringgit, and then at the same time, my piano teacher like called me up and say like, "Hey Tasneem, do you want to like buy an 800 ringgit bass? If you buy it now, I can teach you like tomorrow."
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then I was like, bass. Okay, sure. Yeah. But at the time, I didn't know what was the bass. It was only when I went into the diploma, I was like, what's that guitar with big strings?
Right.
Yeah. So it was the bass. And then, yeah. So I guess my teacher is the one that like kind of got me into bass. Yeah. And I got way more opportunities to like play in college. And yeah, I guess that's how it started. Like, I guess the bass kind of like called me.
I see.
Yeah.
It's just the fortuitous timing in a way. Oh, so this was all during like college days, right?
Yes.
College days, so doing singing, guitarist,
Yes.
and then bass.
Yes.
Bass girl.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How many, currently, how many how big is your bass harem, if you don't mind me asking? Or like your collection, but I prefer saying harem. It's more interesting.
Actually, I used to have 3. Then I sold off 2. Then I was just back to 1.
Okay.
And then came in the new bass.
So you got two mistresses.
Yes, I have 2 mistresses. I wouldn't call them mistresses. Maybe what was the male term? Mattresses.
Lover.
Mattresses.
A mattresses. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Boy loves boy toys.
Boy toys.
I think that's the okay. Coming to KL and being a highly sought after session musician, we all know that as artists we have to juggle quite a few things sometimes because things are seasonal. Things may not come up front, or you're super busy, but it sort of comes and goes. So how many creative hats do you wear in your daily life as a creative artist?
I think quite a lot. I mean, I'm a session player, a sessionist, and then I am committed to 2 bands.
Yes. I think you mentioned a while ago.
Yes, so 2 bands, which are Blue Nanyang and Moi.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I also have my solo artist career thing going on. Yeah, so I guess the solo artist thing kind of involves like content creating, marketing, and like
it's a busy life.
Yeah, and then like writing your songs and then getting into production. So it is a lot. And then now I started teaching. So yeah.
Are you still doing the curating? Because you're still curating for Simply Jazz, right?
Yes.
Michael Verapun's thing.
Correct. I'm doing that as well.
That's literally lining up acts. Is that right?
Correct.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of hat. Which one would you say is your mainstay? Is it the session musician being basically playing bass?
I think it's definitely still being a session musician. Yeah, because I love performing and I love playing the bass. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of like my main goal.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything is like a side quest.
Right.
Yeah.
What is being a session musician like?
So we have a lot of like ups and downs. So there can be like seasons where you're super packed and you're overworked.
Right.
Or it could be dry season where you really have nothing to do and you're just like contemplating, should I even continue being a musician? At that time, you kind of like question your beliefs, like, do I suck? Is that why people are not calling me? Or is it's just a dry season?
Right.
Yeah.
What does a busy season look like, for example? Like in like a span of a week, what does busy look like to you?
There'll be something to do every day. Like maybe the weekends are packed with shows, and then the weekdays will be rehearsals, and sometimes I do have shoots as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of takes up.
The shoots are part of the band act thing, or is it your own stuff?
It could be my own stuff. It could be like the band stuff. Like maybe we have to create content, or like we have to come up with like a music video, or or it's just packed with rehearsals. Yeah, it could go on like from afternoon to like late night. Yeah, it's basically like 9 to 5.
Right.
But we kind of flip it over 5 to 9. Maybe not 5 to 9. Maybe 5 to 12. Yeah.
It's like a 9 to 5 on steroids.
Yes.
And then some days there's just no 9 to 5. It's just it's just a graveyard.
Yeah. It's 9 to 5 on 9 p.m. onwards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah.
That's very fun. Yes, I mean, yeah, we would know. But I think a lot of people may not understand how it's like, because they'll just be like, oh, I'm at an event, there's a show, but they don't understand how many rehearsals, how many shoots, how many times you have to get together.
Yes.
All the behind the scenes drama sometimes. Especially with technical stuff, right? That's always. Do you experience a lot of technical issues
on stage?
Yeah. Does that happen all the time?
A lot of times, yeah. Like I wouldn't say it's rare to have like a good sound for that like performance, but I think I can count like a lot of times where there were more technical issues. Yeah, and I guess for me, I kind of got used to it, and I didn't let it like affect my performance, like my playing. I'll just be like, it's okay, it's bound to happen. Yeah, just to avoid that distraction, you know. Yeah, for example, like if you're having in-ear monitors and then the sound check was fine,
and then
and the stage during the day is like, you can't hear this, you can't hear that, and you're just like, whatever, dude, I'm just gonna like take it out and feel Yeah.
It's so strange. I honestly feel like dealing with sound and tech, it's like dealing with an Asian folkloric creature or god. I've appeased you. I've done everything
Yeah.
well. I've set up everything, and then it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
I want to do my own thing, and it's
Right?
like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. we've had experiences as well. It's so strange. Like you would think we've come so far with technology.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? And even seasoned experts are just like, eh?
Right. Or it could be the opposite. Like the sound check could be total.
Bull crap, right?
Yes, bullcrap. Wait, could I curse?
Yeah, it's fine.
It could be
Go for
total
it.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But then like the day, it was like, oh my god, this is like so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Angels coming.
Right.
In. Okay.
Yeah. It could be like that.
Huh,
Yeah.
Okay. If I were someone who wanted to be a musician or wanted to be, playing in a band, what does that life look like? Like, how much could I roughly earn? Could I survive in KL?
I think being a creative is not for the weak.
Mm.
Yeah, because wait, what was the question again?
The question is, can I earn enough to live in today's standards
I think
and cost of living?
if you live in the city, it's definitely gonna be like a toll.
Mm-hmm.
It will take a toll. Especially, it depends. If you live like frugally or you're like a simple person, maybe you could. But cost of living in KL is expensive, so you probably need. Like for me personally, I think I would need to earn like 5,000
Yeah, sure.
like a month to live comfortably.
Right.
Like this is fine. I can pay bills. I can still go out. I can like.
You can
take
still have a
Grab.
life.
Yeah, I can still have a life. But that 5,000, it means that you have 5,000 monthly. Not like I have 5,000 ringgit worth of gigs for that month, but it's gonna come like maybe in 2 months or like the month like next month. Yeah.
The payment comes later.
Yes,
Right?
because that's what we experience. We don't always get like payment on the spot.
Yes.
That's like
absolutely
a
true.
miracle. Like, oh my god, we get it on the spot, or like the
Envelope, right?
yeah, it's like thank you, or like a bank transfer. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but usually it's always like, oh, you will get it like 3 weeks after, or like
Then it doesn't take. It takes
yeah,
like longer.
or 3 months. Oh, I've had 3 months before.
3 months
Yeah.
is pretty. I mean, it's still considered standard, but it's pretty bad.
It's bad. It's bad. So that's why you have to hustle like a lot. Yeah.
Are you able to hit that 5K pretty consistently as a musician?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Yeah. There, especially dry seasons, that's the worst. Yeah. When you only have like, let's say 1 gig, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you need all those like side hustles
Yep.
to at least pay your rent and
Yep.
bills. Yeah.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
You really have to. Like I said, I was curious, like how
Yeah.
many hats do you wear? Because
Yeah.
you kind of have to.
Yeah. Maybe if you were a touring musician, like playing overseas, it could work. I mean, I wouldn't be too sure like how their lifestyle is.
Of course.
Yeah, but you definitely need like a side income, like is it a passive income? I would say because it just comes like monthly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like something that's regular, right?
Yes,
Like regular, you can fall back on, or
Yeah.
it's not like a commission basis, which is kind of
Yes.
what a lot of us do. Like we do a job,
Yes.
get paid for it, but
Yeah.
will I get guaranteed? Will that job come again next month in the
Yeah,
same
correct.
way?
Yes.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Do a lot of your jobs? Do you mostly get them within Malaysia itself, or do you get them from Singapore or outstation as well?
Most of it is from Malaysia, or we do get like shows that they ask us to come to like Singapore. Yeah, like before COVID, I was part of this Sape girl band.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And we actually got to do a tour in Taiwan.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
we-
long was the tour?
I think it was a week, or was it 10 days around there? Yeah, it was fun. And obviously COVID hit, and then kind of a lot of the stuff, like the tour
Yeah.
stuff, just like, yeah.
Ooh, COVID was
Yes.
brutal to a lot of us, but hey,
Yeah.
here we all still are. Like,
Yes.
we're still all here. So, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that Sape band thing is still not
No,
happening anymore.
It's not happening anymore.
Ah, it's
yeah.
a shame. Within the industry, a lot of the musicians and people involved in the arts are, or can be seen as, there's a lot of men, especially like off the top of my head in Malaysia, I can't name many female bassists. I think you're the only one I know of.
Right.
Do you know any others?
Yes, actually, there's quite a number of us, but I
okay.
guess it's because we are all in different scenes.
Ah.
Yeah, so we're kind of like spread everywhere.
What scene would
Yeah.
you be sort of classified into? The pop rock scene or?
I think I would be in like the mainstream scene, and hopefully I'm still like in the jazz scene. Yeah, like people still think of me in the jazz scene. Yeah,
enough.
yeah, because I used to start out in the jazz scene.
Ah.
Yeah, when I moved to KL. Yeah, then it was only after COVID then I started branching out into pop.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But what is it like being a girl, especially a girl bassist in the music industry?
This is from my own personal experience. It's been pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get quite a lot of opportunities. Yeah, and I guess one of the advantage is you kind of like stand out from like the amount of male bandmates you have. So
Right.
like, hey, I'm a girl and I play the bass. So it was, I guess, in the eyes of like the majority, it's kind of rare, especially like in KL. Yeah.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
so. I think a lot of people, when they envision a band, it's usually a bunch of dudes,
Yeah.
or an ensemble, it's a bunch of guys.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Female,
But,
yeah, because females, like male female singers, is quite a balanced ratio.
yes,
because,
correct.
but in terms of instruments, unless maybe you're from a classical instrument, like you do see a lot of female violinists, cellists. But in terms of, modern instruments,
Yeah.
it's a bit more lopsided, I would say.
Yes, there are a lot of female all-girl bands. Yeah, but I guess not all. A lot of them are session players.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. It's like they're just part of that band.
Yes, correct. So
Okay.
there is like a lot of us. We're just spread out.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you said you were in two bands, correct? How do you juggle those two?
Oh, it's really hard.
And on
Yeah.
top of doing your own singer-songwriter, like how do you, because a band, people, they follow the members.
Yes.
They recognize the members.
Correct.
So how do you coexist in two bands?
It's so hard. It's giving Hannah Montana, except it's not a secret life. It's just a double life. Yeah, but like
You wear a different wig on, is that right?
yeah, and sometimes I get so worried because people might confuse me. Like, what is this girl actually doing? Because she's doing so many
Right.
things. So what should I actually like follow her like her journey? Yeah. And in terms of like performances, I do get a lot of clashes between like shows. For example, like if somebody booked me as a bass player like months ahead, and then suddenly like one of my band had a last minute show, I couldn't perform. Yeah.
So what do you do in that situation?
I'll get like a session player to like cover me for the band. Yeah.
Oh, for the band?
Yes.
Oh.
Because it will not feel nice to, because you've been booked, right? So it'll be kind of like bad. It'll
Yeah,
look bad
it'll
on
look
you
bad.
when you back out like just like that. Yeah. So I guess the best option is to just find a sessionist.
Okay.
Yeah. So thankfully I'm not the singer. Yeah, the frontliner.
Because
Yeah.
too recognizable.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been hard. Yeah, especially during like those really crazy seasons. Yeah. And I do feel guilty like sometimes like, oh sorry guys, I really can't make it because I've already been booked.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Are you the only girl in those bands as well?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, now you stand out even more.
Yeah.
It's like, just what? So, do you hire a sessionist, and if it's a guy, just be like, oh, just wear this wig, like a long hair. We draw on some tattoos as well.
Yeah.
It's her. Obviously, it's her. Okay, so are the genres very different, or are they quite similar in terms of style?
Different. So with
Okay.
Blue Nanyang, it's more indie pop.
Okay.
Yeah, and with Moi, it's more pop rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess still elements of pop, but like one's a bit more towards like the rock side, and one's more like
Okay.
like indie dancey kind of vibes like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's
Yeah.
Moi and Blue Nanyang.
Yes.
Is that right?
And then both are different languages.
Okay. What
Yeah.
languages are they?
Moi is mostly Malay,
Malay,
and
okay.
then Blue Nanyang English. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, music transcends all languages. No, the words go blah, blah, blah. I do want to ask, out of curiosity, who is the worst person to date in the band? In a band?
In general.
Yeah, in general. Is it like the drummer or is
Oh.
it the guitarist?
Oh no.
Or is it always the vocalist?
Why are you asking me this?
No, I'm just curious.
I think I know why you're
No,
asking
no,
me this.
not at all. I just want general knowledge because there's always when you
Oh,
follow
man.
bands, like I'm not a huge hardcore follower of ABBA,
Right.
but I didn't realize all the members were married to each other.
yeah.
You know,
or
like-
like Fleetwood Mac, I think.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. I'm just in general, nothing to do with personal history. just who is the worst? Or is it an amalgamation of different roles? Like it's the drummer singer who's the worst.
I think the best advice is don't fuck your bandmate.
Fair enough. Yeah, point taken. Point taken. Point taken.
Maybe unless you're like really mature enough to like, you know, go through it together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you break up but you're still in the band. Sure, you know, if you can do it, sure, why not, right? Yeah.
So is it the guitarist?
I think maybe if the band name does not have something and the something, you know?
Okay,
yeah, if it's just like a band thing, then maybe like, oh, one of you can leave because technically it's still the band. You just change members. Maybe. I don't know.
I know what you mean. Like there's like someone's name and the whatever, right? I've heard a few cases of that happening.
Yeah.
And like, oh, what happened to well, I mean, the name can't leave because you're already established, right?
That's true, yeah. But I mean, like, if you date the singer and then you break up, you'll just have more songs to write about. I mean, if you think of it that way,
That's
it's
true.
like kind of like what Fleetwood Mac did, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Huh.
Just...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Don't-
The rule of thumb is you're going into if you're creating a band,
Yeah.
maybe just don't develop romantic feelings, or if you do,
Yes.
better write some really good songs afterward.
Real.
Do you talk in bass code? What does bass lingo look like when you're talking to another bassist? Like,
Right.
because sometimes I've met a couple guitarists who go like, you know, that they'll talk in like the musical notation, then
yeah.
they'll like, wah, wah, do that.
Yes.
So do you do like dom 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 dom?
I do that.
ding, ding.
Yeah. It gets kind of confusing sometimes, and I do
Right.
that for drums as well. Yeah. Like for bass, like like what I was talking to Joe about.
Yeah,
like, oh, I don't do the slappy stuff like yeah.
Right.
So that's just like my brain saying that slap. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So slap is what?
Yeah. I mean.
Because slap for me is like it's Seinfeld, right? I'm just thinking
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense as well.
Yeah,
because
yeah, no,
you
fair.
kind of hear that sound, right?
Right.
Yeah. Or,
So what are the other like ways of, so there's slapping.
Yeah.
There's also, I'm guessing, fingering.
Yeah, so-
what is that? What is that? What does that sound like when you're talking bass lingo? Obviously.
maybe you kind of like sing a melody and then like, yeah, for example, like, oh, maybe I think you could go with this kind of bass line. Boom, 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 boom. I totally
Okay.
stole that from somewhere, but if you know, you know. Yeah.
If you
but
know,
that's
you
the
know.
thing, yeah.
Bam, da, bam. What else? Okay, so there's slapping. There's fingering.
Yeah.
There's what else is there?
I guess for like every musician, the musician code, like, you know, chordal changes. Maybe you can just like add a ninth there. Or,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can add some tension. I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
there's this one joke for like pianists, like they will do like a can you do that kind of thing? I think they get it, right? You get it, right, Kelvin? Right. Yeah. Can you
gets
just
it.
add this like in the song like oh, like this? Like, oh, yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You do it on purpose.
Right. Yeah. But it makes sense. Yeah. If you get it, you get it, you know?
If you get it, you get it.
If your brains align. Yeah.
It's like one of the da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's one of the best moments when you're just like you get it, and then they recreate it. You're like, yes, you
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Whereas if it goes the other way, they just look at you and you're like, am I just stupid?
Yeah.
Am I just not? Is this just not working?
So this is what I do with my producer actually.
Oh.
Yeah, for some of my songs that was produced by this producer called Hexalite.
Mhm.
So we used to work together at Daroma Productions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Daroma.
Yes,
Nice.
Daroma, the production era. So usually when I talk to him and then I really don't know what's the sound, like what's the name of that sound or anything. So I'll tell him like, could you just add like whoosh? He's like, I got you. Could you add like a or like kind of like a wah wah kind of chords or like wah wah sound on the keyboard? He's like, I got you, girl. It's like we're the same brain.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
always a wonderful thing,
Yeah.
especially anything creative.
I'm surprised he kept a bank of patches of weird sounds, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just save that. Do you want this one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, his bang is like endless, yeah. But it's just great that he kind of gets what I want.
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
You share you have the same brain cell
Yeah.
that resides in your brain.
yeah.
So, how is your singer-songwriting stuff going at the moment?
The last 2 years, it's been quite busy. I have been writing and releasing a lot of music. Yeah. This year, I'm not so sure yet. I guess financially, we'll see how. Yeah. So I'm a bit more focused on the bass side of things.
Right.
Yeah. I still have like a lot of like, stuff in my bank.
Yep.
But I'm just not sure when to put them out.
Okay.
Yeah. Because one thing, well, production, obviously. And also, when's the right time? I mean, it's kind of hard to say when's the right time. I mean, if you don't do it, when will you ever do it, right?
True.
Yeah, but I guess it's more towards the production cost. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's always like, oh,
Yeah.
$1 billion? Let's make some music. It's like
Yeah.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg get in this music video.
Real. So basically what I've been doing for the past 2 years is like when I do gigs, when I do shows, it's still fun, my singer-songwriting career. It just goes back into like music making.
So you're primarily focused on your, like you said, you're a session, you're as a music sessionist.
Yes.
Which aspect of your career or your hat do you want to grow?
Definitely my sessioning career. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Why so?
I like the idea of playing for a lot of artists, playing different kinds of music.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like being at the back, but also standing out.
But present.
Yeah,
Okay.
but present. Yeah.
So not full attention, but still noticeable, and you have your moments,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, the singing thing is really a side quest, and it's because I love to sing and I like writing. So why not? I have free will. I can like write and like release my own stuff.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
What's your dream as a bassist? Like, what is the pinnacle? Like, how do you know you've made it as a bassist?
Oh wow. I think it's quite a number of things. I feel because it's always changing, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. fair.
I guess the top of my head, definitely to tour for like an international artist. Yeah, that's like the goal. Like go around the world, kind of thing. Another thing is definitely to be more knowledgeable in my instrument. Yeah.
More knowledgeable in what sense?
I learn more and I know more of like other things to play instead of like just being stuck in a box or stuck at like one thing. Yeah.
I think I saw the video of you. You're trying to like nail. Was it Disco Ulysses?
Yes.
Is it Joey Dosset?
No, Joe Dart.
Joe Dart.
Yes,
There we go.
Joe Dart,
Dart.
Yeah, it's actually challenging.
hard.
It's hard. And then I was asking like, how the heck does this guy do that and not make his strings ring and like reach the notes on time? So the answers I got from like other bass players is the type of strings he used could like contribute, and also he has big hands. Yeah.
Big hands. You know what that means? Play good bass.
Yeah. So it does make sense, like physically as well. Yeah, because like my hands are not that huge. Yeah, so yeah, it's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. You know they released 2 new tracks. I think today.
What?
Wolfpack. Yeah, they have 2 new songs and a new album. I think the full one releases in March because Wolfpack's one of my favorite bands. I love their sort of minimalist videos, rainy, combined with just good, feel-good, funky vibes.
Real.
And they're just kind of like, you can really just see them having fun. I think that is so nice to see in a band or an act. You just like, they're just having fun.
Yeah.
And they're not like stuck to, they get like Antoine to come on and stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, that is so kind of refreshing and fun to see. Yeah. What sort of band acts or basses do you look up to? Or like inspo and stuff?
The OGs would definitely be Mark King from Level 42.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a bass player who sings.
Ooh.
And he slaps while he sings. That's crazy.
Damn, that's hard.
It's hard.
Slap and sing?
Yeah.
What more could you want in a guy?
Yeah, man, he's like the ultimate guy. But yeah, I mean, he's like, I think in his late 60s. So I'm sorry, Mark. But like I have
age
to
is
meet
just a number.
Yeah, Mark King. I forgot what's his name. Rocco Prestillo from Tower of Power.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of Tower of Power.
I think they're like the Wolfpack of that era. I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Rocco is like, definitely one of my inspirations for how I play as well. Yeah. And I really like a lot of like these new Instagram. I call them Instagram bassists because I found them through Instagram.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, like Kate Curley.
Okay.
Yeah, April K, and then just quite a lot, honestly. Yeah.
Because I think I went through a phase, and I still go through it, of just watching like YouTube bassists.
Yeah.
Where they'll cover like really complex, or they'll just make it really complex, like anime covers and stuff like that.
Right.
It's just like, this is lit. This is so cool. It's much cooler than for me than a guitar sometimes.
Right.
Because
Have you seen like the Japanese guy who dresses in a maid costume and he's like, just
that's dope. But I mean, that's like
yeah,
content, you know,
Yeah.
like
it's like peak content and peak playing. It's
yeah. It's really good. I think recently the guy I've been following is this Thai singer, but he's like cooking a whole meal at the same time.
That's
and he's
crazy.
like belting out like it's literally in like a super rustic kitchen. Like
right,
imagine your semi-D like house in Taipan.
right,
and it's just in like a kitchen from the 2000s.
right.
And he just has a microphone, but he's like wok frying like fried rice.
That's crazy.
And then like trying to juggle like 4 things, and then just going it's so. I'll send it to you later. It's like it's gaining traction. Like
Right.
it's pretty interesting.
it should.
Yeah.
For the amount of effort he puts into it.
So maybe the next viral thing is, you know, doing a bass thing and something else. I don't know, like
yeah.
blowing bubbles, different like I don't know, like creating smoke rings to like your bass slapping.
Vape and bass.
Yeah, dude.
Don't vape.
What are some of your horror stories as a musician? Like we talked about sound and just it being a fickle mistress.
Yeah.
But like what else in your experience has rocked you to your core?
I don't think anything has like rocked me to my core.
Okay.
Yeah. More like just like, huh, really? They did that? Damn. Yeah, that's rough. I think there were like, I wouldn't say a number, maybe just like 1 or 2 festivals that the organizers kind of like ran away with the money.
Oh yeah, that
and
happens.
we didn't get paid. So I was like,
that can happen.
bruh, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's like a once in every 3 years kind of thing, right?
Yeah. It's just like a rare obstacle that just like, oh, you know, I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, you hear it in governments, but when you're like, why a music festival? People are here to have fun.
yeah.
Why would you do that?
They probably didn't make money.
Yeah, and then they're just
Maybe,
like, we gotta book it and save
like skedaddle.
save the ship for ourselves, right? Save the
Yeah.
cargo for ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing too crazy has happened to you.
Not really. I don't think I've experienced like super crazy like drama, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
fair.
I'm just a chill girl.
Just a chill girl. Just I just want to play bass.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I just want to play bass.
Don't
just-
involve me in all this
Yeah.
like troubling shit.
yeah.
But what would you say is the best thing about being a bassist here for you?
Being a sessionist in KL, definitely we have like endless opportunities, I would say.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think there is, you know, we can feed ourselves. Yeah, there's always work. Yeah, it's just maybe, yeah, like I said, like the dry seasons and all that. But
And the like late payments and
Yeah, but-
occasional running away with the money.
yeah, but like regardless, I think we're still quite like privileged, I would say, where, you know, we show up for a gig and like we don't have to bring our own like equipment and all that. Yeah,
Has that ever
we're quite
happened?
Privileged, right? Yeah, like we don't have to carry our own sound system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Does that happen normally,
musicians,
though?
Yeah.
All your bassists and singers, they all don't understand the problem.
No. I mean, like gear is different. Like I mean, like you don't have to carry your own backline. You know, like you don't have to come out in a van and be like, I have to carry the freaking speakers and the freaking mixer and everything to a gig. You know?
Me,
Yeah.
I am that person.
Yeah, he's been there. He's
I
seen
see.
like the horrors of trench warfare, and trench warfare in this case being like moving stuff around and
I
instruments.
see. Yeah.
Having the bass player come up like 10 seconds before sound check, like, tak cukup kuat lah.
Can I get coffee? This is not what I ordered. Oh my god, my day's ruined. I can't play anymore.
4 hours of cutting stuff around and.
This is not my
Right.
coffee. I wanted matcha. And so, how do you prep for a gig? Since we're on the topic of like showing up 10 minutes before. I'm kidding. But yeah, how do you prep for a gig?
If
What's your like process?
I take naps.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I need a nap. I think I'm a nap person.
you're really a chill girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just what calms me down as well. Yeah. But I mean, like earlier, when I started performing here, I was nervous. You know, everyone gets nerves and then just like freak out or like, you know, do whatever that kind of makes you panicky. Yeah. But like right now, when I'm a bit more like chill, yeah, I do take naps. Yeah. And if I can eat, I should eat. Yeah. Unless I know I am nervous, then I would not eat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
that's
until
just bad.
until like the gig is over probably. Yeah. What else do I do before?
Yeah. What other rituals do you have?
I don't really have a ritual, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to take a nap. Yeah.
How long is your nap? Like power 15?
It depends, honestly. Like
What's the longest nap you've had before?
2 hours maybe.
Wow, you just literally just made you wait and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, like if there's no like sound check during the day and then you're like shows at night, right? So you like you came from home, so you're like, all right, from 2 to 4, I'll take a nap.
Bukit Jalil gig we did as well.
Oh my god.
It was a whole day we were supposed to perform.
God. So sorry, just a segue. We did a stadium gig and it was like
Soundchecks at 8 a.m.
Soundchecks 8 a.m. Don't perform till like 6. One song.
Oh yeah, been there.
Been there, right?
Yeah,
been there, right?
Yeah.
So you had to come in for the whole morning because they've got a whole bunch of things going on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And as I think musicians, because like they'll probably bring in celebrities or like have a speech or a bunch of other performances, they slot you right at the beginning, right, of like the sound check, and you're like,
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Hence 2 hour, 4 hour
yeah
nap.
But the 2 hour nap is only if I have nothing on during the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But like, let's say if like that whole like 8 a.m. sound check and then like you gotta wait a whole day, then
When you got stuff to do.
yeah, I don't think I can take a nap. Yeah, I'll probably just like power through it. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have any music superstitions? Like for example, actors have you say hey, break a leg. Don't say, you never say like good show because that's like bad.
Right. You say good show after the show's done.
You say
right?
good show after the show. I mean, I don't really care, but some people really like take that to heart. So is there anything equivalent in the music world? Slap that shit? I don't know. Does anyone
I don't think so. I think like we're quite chill. We don't really have like a ritual. Yeah, I mean, I have been... Wait, hold up. There are some artists that I played for that we do have like a praying session before.
Okay.
Yeah, just to like thank everyone and then like hope the show goes well and all all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a cleansing, right?
Yeah, kind of like a get together and like let's do this.
Have there been pretty like, not to say extreme ones, but interesting ones? Like, do they burn sage or
no?
Please consume this item before the show.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we have time for that. We're probably just like we're too worried about our own shit to like.
No, maybe the singers do, right? The singers they're free.
Singers are weird. Singers are weird.
I've not met a singer who does that. Yeah, but if they do it, I'll probably join them and like, can I just borrow some of your sage? Like, thank you.
Put around me. Oh,
yeah.
It's just like whisper 3 things,
like,
good affirmations to this candle and burn it.
Yeah.
You know?
Abundance, live long and prosper. Abundance, live long and prosper.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you as a musician?
Like define weird.
Weird as in like super out of the ordinary. Because I mean, normally you're here to do a gig.
Yeah.
You show up, you do the work. Yeah. Ciao. But has there been like something just completely unexpected that's happened to like sort of up the ante or like disrupt the normal routine? Has that ever occurred or happened to you before?
I think so, but
okay.
I can't remember anything right now, so I might get back to you on that.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. If it boomerangs back,
yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever worn to a gig?
I've ever worn
like clearly not a maid costume or like cross dress.
No, yeah.
Like some personalities we know in the deep web.
Yeah. I don't think I've had like a crazy outfit before. Probably there's just this one corporate gig where we all had to wear neon. Yeah, that's about it. But I don't think that's crazy because I love neon. So yeah, that don't stop me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've had anything like crazy to wear.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I would love to, but you know, here it's kind of like hard to be a bit too out there.
Yeah, I get you.
Might get cancelled. And
Right.
stuff
What
like that,
what
yeah.
would you wear that might get you?
I don't know. Like if I could just like wear like bra and jeans, that'd be great. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
or
enough.
like I don't know, kind of like
Songkran music
vibe.
festival. That sounds
real.
like apt. You know what I mean?
I've done that before for a water festival here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Which water festival?
It's the one that they did in. It's where Good Vibes was. The F1 area.
Oh,
yeah.
Sepang.
Yeah, Sepang.
Okay. Okay, so
yeah.
Sepang water music
Festival.
thing.
Yeah, so that one, in my defense, because it was really hot. It was so hot. Like,
fair
it was like, I don't know, it was literally the sun was just in our face. Yeah, so.
I think I remember something about that because
Yeah.
I think Claudia.
Yes, I was playing for Claudia.
You're playing for Claudia.
Yeah.
So I think like Erwin, the music producer, was
Yes.
telling me like the laptop just overheated
It was crazy.
because it was just sitting in the
yeah,
sun.
that happened twice actually. Once it was during her first show at Good Vibes.
Right.
Yeah, and it was kind of like panicky at that time, but I think it wasn't as bad as the one that happened at this water festival.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that was a horror story, I guess, for all of us because at that time, because when Erwin's laptop like kind of heated up, the tracks went out of like sync with the click. Because we were following a sequence track, right?
Yeah.
So the click and the track was just like totally
Mismatched. So
yeah.
basically, you are
like in the middle of the song.
you're playing,
Yeah.
but then everything you're hearing is just out of sync.
Yeah,
So-
and the problem was because Erwin and Claudia were like way up at front, and then me and Ewan were at the back.
Right.
And Ewan was kind of like covered by like part of the stage, so we
okay.
kind of all had to like let's look at each other. I kind of just look at Ewan, and we're just like let's just go through it without the click, but the click is playing, so we're just kind of like
Shutting it out.
yeah, shutting it out and roughly following Claudia and the tracks that were playing. Yeah.
Oh.
For me, I just took out my headphones like.
Yeah, I would take that
Yeah,
shit out too
that was
because
crazy,
I
yeah.
really find clickers and the sync it goes out a lot. It can like go
can.
haywire a lot
Yeah.
of the time,
Yeah.
which is very frustrating because you're just
Yeah.
like, oh no, but then I have to like time the what else is happening outside. So
Yeah.
bleh.
So I think that was definitely a horror story for all of us.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to be in those shoes
Yeah.
if that's happening. So apart from all the music stuff, I know we talked a lot about playing as a musician, this and that. What else do you do that's just not music related that
Recently
you're enjoying?
I've been back to gaming.
Oh, what kind of gaming?
I just play Valorant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a chill girl.
Just a chill girl, yeah.
Die bitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, because my laptop can only support Valorant at this point.
Okay,
yeah.
no, fair enough.
Not enough memory, but yeah. I used to climb.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. But right now climbing is kind of expensive, so maybe when I get my finances back on track.
Is it
then.
expensive? How much is it per session?
I mean,
I'm not knowledgeable at all.
if
with
you don't
climbing.
pay monthly, like it could go up to like $40 per session. Yeah, during peak hours especially.
And that's an hour, right?
No, it's a whole day thing.
It's a whole day thing.
It's,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's worth it, but like at that time, when you're kind of like broke girl vibes,
Yeah.
and like, do I really want to spend like $40?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that doesn't like include like after that you go eat and all that,
Hang out in the
hang
bar,
out,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of like spend like $80 already. So it's just like
Right.
maybe not now. I'll get back to you later.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So I guess mostly now my life has been about like bass and games.
Bass and games.
Yeah, bass and games.
So you just mostly exclusively play Valorant.
Right now, yeah.
Is there anything is there anything on your wish list that maybe some very benevolent listeners can
I really want to play
Give
the Harry Potter.
what Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but like my laptop could not support that shit. Yeah.
Which house would you be in?
I'm a Slytherin.
Are you?
I used to force
You're the
myself
snake?
when I was a kid that I was a Gryffindor. So I always it's called Pottermore. I think they're still going on,
Pottermore.
right?
I think
Pottermore?
there's
yeah.
still.
So I was like, what house do you in? I'm gonna make myself Gryffindor.
Fair enough.
No matter what.
I think I got scarred by Pottermore because there's like Pottermore and then there's like Harry Potter fanfic.
Right.
And some of the stuff you read there is like, wow.
What is like Harry Potter, Wattpad?
Yeah, but it's bad. It's like you're like, oh, you expect steamy, like kind of like, oh,
Right.
Yeah, I get it. And then you just see like, oh, who's involved? Oh my god.
I gotta know now.
Oh no, like, they don't like. If you want to go down that Whomping Willow like burrow, go for it. But I've had my fair share. I'm scarred, scarred. But was it worth it? Probably because it's funny.
What house are you in?
I am a Hufflepuff. I honestly feel Gryffindor
Right.
is such a mid house. Of all the houses,
Uh-huh.
you've got the smart Asian house, which is Ravenclaw.
Uh-huh.
Slytherin, who are kind of like just purists, but believe in ambition and all that
Yeah.
stuff, which, I get.
Yeah.
And then Hufflepuff is all the weirdos and misfits.
Right.
And then Gryffindor's like, we're brave
Yeah.
and reliable. It's like,
Yeah, the saviors.
we don't care.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
good for you, but meh.
Yeah.
Brave and, was it brave and just, I think. That's it.
I think chivalry or something.
Yeah, some boring shit like that. Chivalry is dead. No, I'm kidding. What would your patronus be?
Oh.
Patronus. Sometimes we just call it Petronas. What is your
Petronas,
Petronas?
my Petronas.
Expecto Petronas.
Oh man, I really don't know. I've never thought about that, to be honest.
But
yeah.
you're a Harry Potter fan. You
I
must
know,
have a
but
patronus.
I'm not like a hardcore fan. I mean,
Ah.
like I've not been like going into that world for a long time.
Okay.
Damn, I mean, because it's kind of bad. Because the first thing I thought about when you asked me, I was like, Avada
Yeah, why not? Avada Kedavra.
Kedavra. Yeah.
Adama. How does he say it? Adama Kedavra. Adama. You've seen the meme with the stick, right?
Yeah,
Where it
yeah,
gets
yeah.
bigger and bigger. I think mine would be a dugong. It's just like pretty chill and just like it just like takes its time like coming out and then it just kind of like that dugong,
Yeah.
the manatee that used to like
Yeah.
spin around in
Yeah.
the memes that just like spin around in the center.
I think my Patronus charm. I really don't know, man. I
Leave it
feel
like fucking
I'm
bubbles coming out
like a sloth, maybe. I don't know.
just be like,
It's like
just see the arm coming out
Yeah.
slowly,
Yeah.
materializing.
I feel like if I was in a Harry Potter world, I wouldn't be a bass player.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I want to go
Quidditch?
into dark arts or something.
Oh, dude,
I
would
don't
you-
know.
I mean, you're Slytherin, right?
Defense of the dark arts, man, for life. Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
Gotta slay that Nagini. What's that?
She didn't say defense. She started with dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the
My
dark
bad,
arts,
my
forbidden
bad.
knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel
love it. Yeah.
I feel as Malaysians we have a head start because like, Bomo and dark arts and
Yeah.
black magic.
I think that field is interesting. I mean, I wouldn't want to like go into it, you know, because like be careful and stuff like that, you know. But like it's nice to like learn about it. Like
No,
know.
it's interesting.
So that's why I like defense of the dark arts.
Would you say you're a supernatural gal or like?
You mean
not
the
really?
TV series?
Oh, I mean, I mean, yes, but also,
Am I superstitious?
are you superstitious or are you interested in like folklore and myths? And
Oh,
that
I
sort of
love
stuff?
it. Yeah, I love it. I like learning about it. Yeah, I wouldn't like go and like provoke it or anything.
Yeah,
like
sure.
go into an abandoned house at 3 a.m. and like, oh, where are you? No.
Avada Kedavra.
I was like, expecto patronum. A sloth
Just like
comes
sloth
out.
comes
It was like, I think even like the djinn will be like,
Appa? Huh? What you
bro,
doing
it's
here?
Confucius. Yeah, like,
Confusion.
Yeah.
Stroking his.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you are like just curious.
Yeah, I like learning about it. It's cool.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
What's one aspect of the supernatural of like myths and folklore that you find interesting?
I like witchcraft.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, should I even say that? I feel like I'm exposing myself
Nah,
too
it's
much.
so,
man.
oh,
Like,
witchcraft. Oh, we found her. We found her.
it's like a witch. Yeah.
We got her. Just
Yeah.
need to kick down the door. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
we got her. We got her. It's me.
It's me.
I'm here to. I'm actually an inquisitor. Okay, so what is it about witchcraft you find interesting?
I don't know. I think like learning about spells and like what they can do. It's just an interesting field to look at. I think that's why I like Hogwarts. I love watching Supernatural. You know how they do all that, like casting demons out and all
Just
that.
magic and
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But I mean, like, obviously, don't charm me or whatever. But like, I mean, it's just fun.
Yeah, just
to like
knowledge and
knowledge,
arcana, right?
Yes, knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's an interesting spell you've come across?
I've been watching a lot of series where they do about like talking to the dead. I think that's kind of cool.
Ooh,
but
okay.
like, I forgot which series was this. So like, you can talk to the dead for like a while. You only have like 3 questions to ask them
Ooh.
before they just go back.
Right.
Yeah, and I really forgot what's the series, but like I think
It's a TV series.
Yeah, I think it was a TV series. So like you put like this magical coin, I think, on the grave or on the corpse of the dead body, and it will like come back to life for a while. But you can only ask them like 3 questions before they like go back to sleep.
And you can't contact them again, or you have to wait a while or something.
I'm not sure about that. Like they didn't go further into it because they were kind of like solving a mystery or something. Yeah.
I see.
And then there was this like one scene where the guy did not ask 3 questions; he just said 2. So the dead body was like, "Wait, you have one more." And he's like, "No, what am I gonna do? I'm just stuck here," because he can't go back to. He can't rest.
Is it a D&D movie?
Is it? Was it D&D?
It's D&D movie. The one
So it is
Honor
D&D.
Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. Because
Ah.
the guy last question, then he's like, "What about my last question?"
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
so what was that
okay,
one?
it's a
Yeah.
D&D
I think that's so
thing.
cool.
And he asked, like,
Yeah.
"There's 2 questions." So, hi, how are you? Okay, that's 2 questions.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah.
So what now? I don't know. All right, bye.
He's just like
3
stuck there
questions.
like, bro,
Never knew you were into witchy things. A bassist who probably has a witch hat or a familiar in her
man,
room.
a familiar would be so cool.
What would your familiar look like?
I think it would probably be either a rat. Yeah.
It's just a man disguised as a rat who murdered someone close to you. Just like,
Like a rat, or maybe like, I don't know, snakes are cool. Yeah.
Snakes are awesome.
Or a crow. I think crows are cool too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Crow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I just think from experience, most people would be like, oh, another cat or like a fox.
Ooh. Yeah.
But I mean, I think rats are super misunderstood.
Yeah.
They're super smart.
Yes.
They just get a bad rep because we see them all squished up in like parking
and they're like
areas in Tamantun and stuff.
stanky and dirty. Like,
Yeah.
so I have this like a pipe dream.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it's never ever gonna happen, but like,
all right.
like, I wish I was a piper that would, summon all the rats, like, in like Petaling Street or like wherever that's like nasty and just filled with rats, right?
Yeah.
And then just like lure them all and give them a bath.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then start a restaurant and then have
they're
them
just,
control
like-
people.
Yeah, and then just go on with their lives because they're like squeaky clean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really sad how because an interesting thing was like you know pigeons,
Yeah.
obviously. Like pigeons are considered to be vermin now in most places,
Right.
but they like everyone talks about dogs being man's best friend.
Right.
But everyone's forgotten about like how useful pigeons were and how close, because they were the ones that carried messages, right?
Right.
And like I think there are a few pigeons that actually were given medals during the First World War
Or it's kind of
because
cool.
they carried very critical, important messages.
Oh.
And some of them had like their legs shot off and still
Oh man.
because pigeons know where they were last
Right.
roosted or something like that.
Oh.
So they instinctively know where to go, which is what made people use them
That's kinda
to
cool.
carry small messages. And soldiers would, when they see something fly, they would shoot it down.
Yeah.
Because that's like information being transported, right?
Yeah.
So, and now like everyone just doesn't even want to throw bread at them. And that's the same with like some rats as well.
Yeah.
Very smart, but experimented on,
Yeah.
kind of treated. I mean, yes, they do carry diseases, but let's just try and be clean, y'all.
Yeah. That's why piper.
How big do the rats get here, actually?
Oh, they're chunky. I've seen so many chunky rats.
Like, how big do they get? I've only seen like the smallish ones, right?
I've seen one that's like probably like this size.
That's a small, like that's a
Is this
kitten.
small. This is kitten.
That's a kitten, man.
Yeah, I've seen one like this size, just like
Yeah.
crawling up the up into the pipes at Petaling Street. No, I was
It
like,
fit through the pipe.
no, it wasn't going in the pipes. It was climbing up the pipes.
Right, like
Yeah, I was like, there's one chunky rat. It's like this one. Like,
dude,
yeah.
there's just a whole rat society beneath us.
Oh my
and-
god, I've seen it. I was out with Han one day, and then we were at this like dodgy parking lot. I mean, like getting out of a parking lot, and then there was this like alley that was super dark. And then when we turned on the lights, it was like a family. I don't think it was a family. It was like a generation of rats.
Oh
Just like,
god, it's a whole rat clan.
yo, I was like, oh my god, imagine.
Yo.
I was a
Yo
Pied
Allah.
Piper. Yeah, I was like, I was a Pied Piper now. Yeah.
I mean, it's either AI or rats. Which one's gonna which allegiance do I align myself with?
Do I
What
like
type of jazz
playing-
music do you like playing? That and just that's the case the mic didn't pick it up
Yeah.
from Kelvin.
I really wish I could get into those kind of like swing big band stuff. Yeah, like one of my goal is to play like for like Michael Bublé. Like that was like because I love this kind of stuff. Like you have a vocalist and I'm just backing up the vocalist kind of thing. Yeah, I do love fusion to an extent. Yeah. But I think I would love to play for like someone like a Frank Sinatra type beat kind of thing.
Oh, like big
Yeah, yeah.
band, but like kind of pop jazz.
Yeah, or big
artist
band
thing.
in general. Yeah, like play double bass and just.
Do you know
back
how to
up
play the double bass?
I dabble in it, but like
Because there are some circles that consider a true bassist will play the bass guitar and the double bass.
right,
But that's like super elitist. and shit.
right.
What's your favorite chord progression?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I've never thought about it. You know what? I'm gonna actually like really think
What's the
about it.
sound you
Oh,
like?
but I love this progression. You know, at the ending of Versace on the floor. Versace on the floor. I think it goes like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that chord progression. I can't remember right now what is the progression.
That's like the chord progression I've heard in Mario Kart a few times as well. The one you're talking about, like
Right.
da, da, da. It just ends on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
Like musically.
So I do that a lot with like my bandmates. Like if we're like covering a song or something, and then the ending, I would just kind of like,
Do they all just look at you and go like,
they're like,
"Oh, it's just Tasneem being
bro.
done."
They either like go join in or like,
Oh,
huh?
It's like I'm
is the one
done.
that you affect you play with the faders.
No, I'll just like go in straight into instead of going to like the root
Yeah,
chord. I'll
yeah.
just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's my favorite, man.
Yeah.
Throw the singers off.
That's always a fun part. Keep us on our toes. I actually like it, but some people don't. They're like, let's just keep to the thing because otherwise you're destroying my vibe. Like it's not fun. I noticed you've been playing a lot of city pop.
I have
Like here and there, like some of the videos I've seen. And
yeah,
city pop
yeah.
is very like good to bassists. It gives them a bit
Yeah.
of more like a featured role
right.
as opposed to like mid 2000s rock radio like pop.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe it depends how you look at it. Maybe if like J-rock kind of stuff, yeah, then you might have more lines to play. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Remember listening to the Chainsaw Man opening.
Right.
Have you tried playing that?
Han asked me to cover it. Yeah. I was like, give me, un momento. I will practice it.
ちょっと待って。
What is the kind of music where if a client asks you to play and you were like,
Oh Lord.
What's like your
you know what I mean?
what is
Yeah.
that no client song?
I'll play it, but
Yeah.
You secretly hate
Yeah.
them.
Probably.
Judge you.
Um,
Is it Fly Me to the Moon?
actually no, because right now, like, I still want to learn a lot about Fly Me to the Moon because,
Yeah.
like, I still can't memorize it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's just a brain thing, like, because, like, I don't, like, what's the word? Like, I don't,
It's not in your muscle memory or
yeah, it's not a
Oh,
muscle
okay,
memory
okay.
yet. Yeah.
For me-
Because I
for
don't
me-
intentionally memorize it yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
for me it's like Sunday morning.
Oh, really? You don't like Sunday morning?
Oh, it's three chords.
Ding,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think for me, it would be
Okay.
perfect.
Oh, okay.
Perfect and,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Ding,
No, I think I
ding,
just
ding.
don't like that song at this point. And then what's the other one? I climb every mountain,
Oh,
swim every
I
ocean.
don't think bass, like, don't really play also, to be fair. Like a little bit here and there, right?
Yeah, unless you're like jamming
You
it.
are the
right?
reason.
Yeah, I think I hate that. I do not like Beautiful in White.
You know what annoys
Yeah.
me the most sometimes?
Yeah.
Like when I get bassist that tells me, like we're playing like 14 songs, and then the bassist goes like, I think I don't need to play this next 2 songs, but clearly they need to play it.
It's like-
Do you weasel yourself? Like, I don't need to be in this. It's just the
Sometimes.
piano and singer.
Yeah, it
Why do I
depends.
need to play this?
Yeah.
Weasel out.
Sean.
Yeah, I gotta like, yeah, I've done that like once or twice. Like,
Oh, just once or twice.
I don't need to play. You know how because pianist knows.
Yes,
Yeah.
pianist knows.
Yeah,
The
it's
pianist
like,
knows.
it's just like a ballad, right? It's like a ballad, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need drums, right? So do you need?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be like,
Yeah.
don't even notice me. It's missing.
Noise the hell out of it.
Oh my god.
We'll be like eyeballs like okay.
Eyeballs rolling up.
That's why I be a bass player.
It'll be easy, they said. Oh, I do want to ask, what is your favorite Malaysian song to play on the bass?
Ooh, That's hard. Yeah.
Sinaran. Or is it more
Actually,
like
Sinaran is
Sama
nice.
Sama? Oh,
Sinaran is nice to
Sama
play.
Sama.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sinaran, yeah, Sinaran's quite nice.
Sinaran is nice to play. Yeah, I think any Sheila Majid song. Yeah.
It's just city pop, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
good. I mean, not all of it, but a lot of it is.
And I like playing for Zainal Abidin.
Ah.
I
Which
hope
song in particular?
Bongkar, Hayalan, because it's like very groovy, and it really like tests my lock in with the drums and like with the whole band thing. Yeah, I like those kind of stuff where I just lock in. You know, I don't have to be flashy or anything.
Right.
I'm just locking in. Yeah,
Locking in means
kind of like setting the groove down with the drums.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I just like being like a backbone kind of thing rather
Gotcha.
than like a frontliner
Okay.
kind of vibe.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, I've learned so much about like just what it means to be a bassist, being a musician here. You're dabbling in magic and witchcraft, and I am the rat piper. Except for you, it'd be like maybe just like a
Yeah.
like you know like Mr. Krabs plays the tiny violin.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
it's like
Pied Piper.
you're just like whisker bass like.
Yeah.
So you're doing that. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Disclaimer: I do not dabble in magic. I just
No.
like watching.
She's just a chill girl.
yeah,
Like,
just a chill girl, that watches TV series.
Chill girl, TV series,
Yeah.
takes naps, and has like milk and 1 spoon of sugar in her coffee. Like, no harm to anybody. No harm at all.
no harm,
Please do
guys,
not arrest me
Yeah,
or anyone here.
I just watch TV series.
Yes, haram,
Yeah.
but no haram. But thank you so much for joining us. I think really people really don't have the opportunity to understand how the music industry works unless you're in it, right?
Yeah.
With most industries, you really don't know anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like more people are being put into their own bubble, including people in creative fields.
Yeah.
So it's just you're in the same kind of industry, but you're just like really doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Or you're in your own niche. So thanks for
Yeah.
just illuminating and sharing your experiences and like when the sun gets too hot, like it fries up all the things and I gotta like
Yeah.
figure things out. So thank you for like seriously joining us and taking the time to chat to us about your experience and your lore
problem.
and
Yeah.
what's been going on.
Yeah.
You know, this is Tasneem Bolhassan, aka you can follow her on Mist Loves on Instagram, correct?
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah,
or mostly
Miss T,
Instagram.
you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, Miss T _ loves
There you go.
LUVS.
LUVS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us and tuning in to our chit chat here with Tasneem. You can like this video and please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Koepii Studio. You can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. That's Koepii Studio, KOEPII Studio. In the meantime, take care. Have a Koepii.